Is this Canadian kitty cat missing by her own volition? Stay tuned to find out more. But first, if you're interested in animal communication, natural pet care, and interviews with experts in the fields of animal care and advocacy, this is the channel for you. Just hit the subscribe button and you'll be notified about our weekly episodes. Come on, all you doggies, won't you walk with me? I'm the puppet dog. So I'm here with Dawn Marie, and we are talking about her kitty who's missing, Miss Murr. She is actually in Canada. And Dawn Marie, what is the age of Miss Murr?
She is 11.
And when did she go missing?
At the beginning of the summer. So
Okay.
maybe June.
Okay, and we're in November now if you're watching this
Yes.
down the line, but okay. And this is not the first time Miss Murr has gone missing. Dawn Marie did tell me that. She came back for a time, but then she went out again, and has not been seen yet since then, right?
Correct. Well, she did come back at some point, like a few weeks later after her first disappearance. But it was just like a sighting
Okay.
in the driveway.
Okay. So you saw her or someone else?
Someone else did
Okay.
in the family.
Got it. Okay. All right. Okay, so I'm just going to tune in to Miss Murr and ask her what she's feeling, give a description of her sense of things, her perspective, and then we'll go from there. So the first thing I pick up about Miss Murr is a very strong sense of herself and her purpose in life. She says, if I have something to do that I feel is purposeful, I'm going to do that thing. I'm just going to kind of go focus on that. And it seems to me that she does, I feel like all animals have various purposes on this earth. They're usually wonderful and for different reasons, but then sometimes an animal will come across to me as kind of more in their purpose, more about whether it's they're a healer or an animal that helps people grow. And I kind of get that about her more. Like she's more of an animal that helps people grow. I don't want to like rate callings, but for lack of a better way to put it, almost kind of like a higher level calling, higher level purpose. So that her life isn't just kind of about, lying, which is fine, but like lying around and being cute and that kind of thing. There's more going on.
Well, that definitely makes sense to me. And we have lived in many places in the last 11 years. Or 10, well, 10. I mean, we've only had her for 10. We got her when she was 1. And in all the different places where we lived, she has always had the freedom to go out. And she has always developed relationships with people in the neighborhoods where we lived.
Yeah.
Like she's, and I feel strongly that she should have that right. I mean, there's like part of who she is. And I know when she was missing last year, my older son said, don't let her out anymore, just keep her in the house. And I just felt like that would be wrong because I do feel she has a purpose and sense of purpose, and to do that would be like restricting her life mission, let's say.
Yeah, so you were very much in tune with her and understanding her.
And that's what is a bit of a hardship for me, is that I relate to her. We're both middle-aged now. And we have a similar body type. So I just I do miss her But you did ask me at the beginning whether I want to, have her come home. I mean, I would like to see her now and then and know she's okay, but I don't necessarily need her to live here if she has some other purpose.
Right. Okay.
Um, and actually, the last time she was missing, I was concerned about her safety, and I really felt like, oh my God, maybe she's dead. But later, since she came back and she was perfectly fine, and even in better health than before, like I figured she's not in a situation of danger, let's say.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't pick that up from her, that there's anything negative actually going on. I feel like she's pretty comfortable. I feel like she is indoor at least part of the time. I want to say 80% of the time. So I feel like she has a situation where she has some freedom. Let me ask her about her desire to maybe just show herself, and if she can, like if she's close enough. When I ask her that question, I see a tall wooden fence, and I get that there's some kind of barrier with that. Like it doesn't make it easy for her to just shoot right over to you. What I pick up is between half and 3/4 of a mile from you. And I get the word up, like there's an incline, like she's up a little bit. Like I get the word boost comes up too. Like there's something about it being like a little bit elevated. My feeling is that the person, there may be a man and a woman, but I see more primarily an older man, an elderly man, that makes her comfortable. Like I get her having a little blanket, a little bedding, and they enjoy having her there, but again, they don't restrict her completely. The woman is sort of in the background. It seems like the man is more connected to her. It seems like a husband-wife situation. I'm asking her why this situation, like why, what is it about her purpose that she's with these people? Does it have to do with them?
That's a very good question.
Yeah. She says it's more about it's kind of the word adventure, but like going to a different person. She said it's not, she does feel that she brings joy to this person. But part of it for her is about simply the newness of affecting somebody. So I feel like to some degree it could be not maybe just anybody, but it could be a different person if she felt that she was fulfilling some kind of purpose with them. But this one happened to be that, like it happened to have that purpose, and she enjoys the shift, doing something new in her career, like so to speak. She says wise woman, she calls herself.
Yes, that does sound like her.
She says, I raised children, and I feel like that probably has to do with your children, like I did that. Because now they're older and I'm not needed in that way.
I guess the sort of sadness that I have is a sense that she wasn't fulfilled with us or happy with us, or that we weren't a good enough family for her to want to stay with. And because I truly feel it's her choice. Like I really feel that she has made a conscious decision. Like I don't think she's a captive.
Right. No.
I feel like she's chosen to live somewhere else. And I guess I feel a little sad about that. I respect her autonomy, but I feel like we kind of weren't good enough, like, I don't know. I feel like kind of, it's hard to put a right word on it, but I don't know, abandoned or just,
Yeah. I don't feel it's, this is going to, trying to find a way to say it. It's not, I don't feel it's personal, even though it is, of course. Like for you, of course it is. But for her, it's more like it didn't, it feels like it's not so much about, it's a little bit like the traditional view of cats that people have. Like I get that sort of detached, like it isn't personal. Like you didn't fail. It's not like you didn't provide a good home for her and love and everything she needed. But it was just simply like, okay, now it's time for me to get out and do something different. And that kind of took over. So like a little bit hard for us to understand as humans because it doesn't, it feels kind of cold and but I don't feel, and when I ask her, okay, so what does that matter to you, that you're saying this? I'll make sure she understands how you're feeling. Yeah, she says that was the most wonderful thing about you, that you did understand me, you did respect me. That's why she was with you, because somebody else might not have been able to let her be herself and go out, and especially after the first time they might have said, oh no, no more, I'm not going to do this, and she would not have been happy in that situation. She feels she was very much in the right place with you because of that, because you were willing to do that and able to do it emotionally. Yeah, it's actually a compliment. It's she's saying this is why we were together, and you fulfilled that. She appreciates it, and she says I definitely don't want you to feel bad. She wants to make sure that you understand that. She doesn't want you to just feel bad about it. She doesn't want you to feel bad about it.
well, this is what I would like. My ideal situation would be that occasionally she comes for a visit.
Okay.
I can respect that she has another mission and wants to do other things. I'm okay with that. But I would like to see her every now and then, if she is not too far, that she could just come and say hi. I won't abduct her and force her to stay here, without allowing her to live the life she needs to live. But
Okay.
I would like to see her every now and then.
She says she is not 100% sure she knows how to get to you. She feels she has a sense of it. I again see this wooden fence coming up. I can go back to the map and see if I can get a clearer picture of where she might be, so that maybe you could
Yeah, I would like
go
that.
back over there and maybe put up some signs or try to see if you
Yeah.
can. Well, that road is behind your house. Like literally, if you were on that road, you could plow into the person's yard or driveway that is behind your house. Like that
Right,
is, it's perpendicular.
is it? Oh, wait, hold on. Say that again.
It's perpendicular to actually Rue Longstein. It hits it.
Oh, I see it. Okay,
Longstein.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I don't actually feel like she's over that. I don't feel like she crossed into that neighborhood over there. Like I feel like she's stayed, because the way I'm looking at the map is like, if I was looking at the back of your house from
Mhm.
Rue Longteen,
Yeah, yeah.
she would be to the right of L'Ergeur. in that neighborhood, like behind
Yeah.
Longtine. Okay. So I feel like she's in there somewhere.
Well, here's the thing. She also has a collar with a tag that has our address and my phone number.
Yeah, okay.
I
So,
made certain of that after her last episode of being gone for a while that I wanted to indicate this cat has a home, she
right.
has a family.
Yeah.
You know, if someone were to have her, I would think that, I don't know, it just seems like it would be nice if they were at least letting me know, like,
Yeah.
my cat is with them.
Right. What kind of, was it a collar that is a safety collar? Like, does it pop off when you,
Yeah, I mean, but
yeah, it's
sh-
more likely it didn't. Let me ask though,
I
did
mean,
they
I mean,
say?
she clearly is someone's cat in the sense that she, you
Looks,
know,
yeah, she's well
looks
fed.
well fed.
Yeah. Well taken care of. Yeah. Let me see, let me just connect with that and see what's going on there as far as their, nobody calling you. I mean, I get she's not wearing it now. She's not wearing the collar now. Let me ask her why. Here took off. As I pick up this fearful energy, and it's like, if I call, what will happen? So I feel like perhaps that means that they are worried that they'll have to give her back. They developed some kind of attachment and justified it in their own mind that she must not have been happy, or you whatever, she's out, so fair game kind of thing. It's like I'm getting this like twisted outlook of it in a sense, like mixed up, like also the fact that she goes out, like, oh, if she really didn't want to be here, she would just go home. I don't know that they're completely consciously thinking it through, but it's like that type of thinking, kind of a lack of like, I need to take action. It's sort of like happened, so let's just kind of go with it. I don't know that it would hurt to put up signs. I feel like there's a possibility that despite all that, like just seeing that somebody is actively looking, could get them to do something. I'm not getting 100%, like absolutely not. Also, did you give any vets in the area her information?
No.
Because then they
I
might take her to a vet and they might see that, you know, if they're on it, if they put the picture up, like sometimes, I mean, you could explain the situation, like my cat has a collar, everything. If you had like some local vets that somebody might possibly at some point take her to.
Yeah, when she was missing last time, I went to the it's like the SPCA or something like that, where they have animals or people might bring an animal that was lost,
Right.
and or they might inform them if an animal was dead. And so that's why I went and I gave her information there and a photo of her and all that. Again, this was last year. And yeah, that's so but since she came back, I kind of was like, well, she's probably not dead.
Yeah.
And she's probably not just lost. I got the sense that she intentionally had somewhere to go, and she is. I mean, it could be that you know they could have a setup where they could let her go outside without wandering around.
Right. That could be the fence
Fence
too. Yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
Um,
I do, by the way, also, I've had a couple flashes of some little kids. So there might also be a thing with like grandparents, like little kids coming over and them liking the cat, and how that would factor in too. But yeah, it might be worth trying just to put her face out there, and then also like if you had a couple local vets that people might be more likely to go to in the area, like just tell them, I don't know when they might bring her in, if you recognize this cat, like in the past few months, if someone did bring her in, but could you keep an eye out?
That's a good suggestion. And, I did find it strange last year that the day that I put up these flyers and went around and talked to all my neighbors, that she like showed up later on that afternoon. Actually, she's been missing for like a month.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That is
It was like she saw the flyer herself and was like, oh, maybe I should, stop in. Or somebody had been keeping her in a situation where she was not free to roam and was like, oh, maybe I should let her roam.
Right. Let me see what I get on that. I go more that way, like somebody let her out, somebody let her roam. I'm asking if that was the same person.
I'm curious as to that.
I get a feeling it could be. I'm not 100%, but that might play into the fact that they are sort of like, well, she came back, so maybe she really just wants to be with us. I feel like she's a little bit discontented with the amount of, I get like travel time is the word I get, a little bit not as happy with her freedom where she is. I do get a sense that she would like to see you, that she didn't really intend for this to be like, this has to be like, she didn't plan this out like, I'm going to go live somewhere else forever. Like, she wasn't really thinking it through in that way. It was just, I like to wander around. I'm hanging out with these people now. Like, she didn't necessarily think, okay, this is going to be like a completely 100% permanent, I will never see you again situation. And I get like that part of that has to do with the fact that she did see you again in the past. So there was a sense like this could just happen again. So I feel like this isn't a situation where, she's like, nope, I found my new home, don't look for me. I'm done. I don't get that. So I think it probably would be worth trying to see if you could find out anything more. Is there anything else you want to ask her or find out?
Well, basically, I'd just like you to communicate that message of, if she's able to come for a visit, I would very much appreciate seeing her. I miss her.
Okay. She says, I'm going to try to make I get like a break for it. Like, I'm going to try to do that. If I feel like she's got to get the right moment. She feels it. Like, I don't even really need to tell her. Like, just having the conversation with you and with her, she says she feels it. And it's mutual. She would like to see you too. She misses you too.
Well, I know she's very intelligent, and so she should be able to figure out how to get home. That's my belief. That's why I believe it's more intentional than just, oh, I don't know how to get home.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. I agree. I mean, I get that. Yep. She says, I just have to have the chance. I have to have the opportunity.
All right. Well, I'll be waiting.
Yeah. I don't feel like these people 100% are unwilling. Like, I feel like you could, just by even reposting maybe flyers and, there's something in them that might give and reach out to you. So let me know below if you've ever had an animal go missing and you felt that maybe there was another reason for it besides just that they were lost. And if you have any questions, I will be sure to get back to those. So if you would like to reach out to me for animal communication, animal massage or acupressure, essential oils or CBDs or energy work, you can reach me directly at Ann with an E at intuitivetouchanimalcare.com. My website is intuitivetouchanimalcare.com.
Rub my belly, rub my belly.